Snow, baby.
So I'm coming back over here, get my first tree over here at the recreation and open. So we out here in Missouri. Your boy Note. We're gonna take a look today, and we're gonna see how that shit fades up. I'm saying, goes down. Let's go. How y'all doing today, man? I am your host Note, and I am back with you. Woo! Listen, this microphone feels like it's not on me. Listen, I'd have been back a long time ago. I have had so much stuff going on, y'all. It's crazy, man. First off, I'd have been all up on it with a dispensary report before any of this happened. As you see before the clips go, we are smoking peanut butter breath, and you can see where I went to get it. And I was just sorry that it was so late. And I'll be doing that wherever I go. Believe me, we're going to be having strings. We're going to be smoking. Because it's what I do, baby. It's what I do. No, for real, though. It's what I do. But, so, anyways, this is the crazy part. Let me just tell you the crazy part. Because you're like, the crazy part is when I got the first week when it recreational came, because listen, I told y'all guys that it was supposed to be like the 6th or the 7th. They made sure that they did it on the 3rd, so then we wouldn't even be all up packed, which I appreciate that for you. I really do. I really appreciate that. And it wasn't a hassle for me. But the first time I went, I've been driving around for 6 months on not suspended, but expired license, y'all. I mean, fuck, I couldn't even get no weed that day. And listen, I was mad because I was counting on that weed. You know, I had to go back to the streets. But anyways, man, it was a long process. Had to get me a new ID. Then, you know, I took the first little, because they don't give you the hard copy, you already know. So I had to take the one all the way down there and had to weed maps it and figure out what I could get. You know, I don't know about y'all, but I don't feel like if you go into a dispensary, I just don't feel like if you're not spending at least a zip, you're playing with yourself, you know? Because I don't want to spend that and keep coming back, you know? But kind of the funny thing is, as we do the no show, I'll be doing a different strand every time. So it's like I'm going to be getting comfortable with them here. So it's a good thing and a bad thing, you know? I had a crazy weekend, okay? Crazy weekend, okay? So I'm driving with my familia, and we're rolling down the street, fool, and we're just rolling, and I'm like Hector, and Hector's like, what, fool? And I'm like, yo, it's a beautiful fucking day, fool, huh? And Hector's like, yeah, it really is, fool. No, I'm just playing with y'all. That's hella racist. No, but seriously, so I'm driving with my mija and my cote. No, I'm just playing. I don't be doing that. I really don't. I don't advocate that either. Have him out the car and then roll deep, fool. So anyways, I'm rolling, and this fool looks inside my car, okay? And I know what y'all thinking, and I just would have kept going with my day. You know what? You're right. I should have. I didn't do that, though. He looked into my car, right? And we're driving by, he looks in. So I'm like, what the fuck is this dude looking at? And instead of being an adult, I pull up to him and I pull down the tent, and I'm like, what's up, homie? Well, you know, what you looking up in here? You good? You know, because first off, let me just point this out. I have had attempts to be killed. I have been jumped. All right. I have been stabbed. I have been hit with a lock. I have had a metal bat. I've had a brick over my face. I've had a lot of stuff happen in my life. And I'm traumatized, bro. And I'm not playing with nobody out here. Okay, I don't care. I'm not risking my life. I'm going home to my daughter. I say that, but listen to my story because it's going to conflict with what I just said to you. So anyways, I'm just like, I don't know what this dude, he could be, who sent you? You know, I was getting paranoid, bipolar, but I'm like, who sent you? Anyways, he, before anything, he says, what's up? And then pulls out the gun, just pulls out a gun straight to my face, my daughter in the car and everything. So in that moment, I realized I'm batshit crazy. I mean, I've had guns in my face or whatever. You know, about 3 years ago, a dude tried to kill me in front of my house when I was engineering his song. So that's just one incident. I mean, and I'm not glorifying it. I really don't like to talk about shit like that. But it's a life, and you know, it is what it is. But anyways, got serious, didn't it? Anyways, I just like, Snap, bro. I snapped, and my daughter she was scared. I'm gonna be real with y'all. She was scared. And as he says that, I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck about you having that gun, man. I don't give a fuck. And kind of a look at him like, what the fuck? And he's still, pulling the gun at me. And we're getting ready to get to a light. And there's a car in front of him, but not in front of me. So when I get to the light, I stop quicker. Now, he must have thought it was over, because the moment I stopped, man, y'all know I wasn't playing. I jumped out that motherfucking car, and I looked at him, and I was like, get the fuck out the car, G. Now, as I'm doing this, I'm not worried about my daughter or what's going on, because all I'm thinking about is I got to get this dude's gun, because I don't know if he can shoot. I don't know his aim, and I can't run up and get killed. But I can't, if he does shoot in my direction, I at least want to take the bullets instead of my kid. You know what I'm saying? Either way, it's fucked up. So anyways, as I'm saying this, he throws up a set. I don't even know. I'm gonna be real, man. I'm an ex-gang banger, and I'm gonna tell you what, I don't know what the fuck that dude was throwing up. But I'm just telling him to come out, and he looking at me like, man, fuck you, pussy. I'm just like, get the fuck out the car, homie, get the fuck, because the moment you get out this car, you know what I'm saying? And all I'm saying is, get the fuck out the car. Get the fuck out the car, cuz, get the fuck out the car. And he doesn't get out the car, and he doesn't shoot me, because I'm here. He proceeds to drive away, throwing up, going, and drives away. And the only thing I really could say to him is, that's what's wrong with you young pussies. And I'm not saying this to all you guys, but let me tell you something. If you don't have an OG or some cat that needs to game you, quit pulling out that gun unless you're going to use it. That's all I'm going to say. Because the difference right now is that I didn't have mine. You see what I'm saying? So you shouldn't be doing that to people, man, with their families, because some people ain't playing that way. And thank God that he didn't get out that car, because who knows? He could have killed me, or I could have severely hurt him, and we could be in jail. But it was a crazy weekend, yo. It was a crazy weekend, yo. My ID and getting a gun pulled out on me. So it was crazy, and I couldn't get my weed. It was a crazy day, man. And what did you do after you had that incident? Note, I went grocery shopping. Yo, another day. 1.913 boys. Okay, so let's get into the no show. I had to tell y'all my little crazy situation. I think it was enough. I think y'all felt it. I think you're with me. I think you understand my problems. Anyways, whatever. Okay, so let's talk about Jake Paul and Tommy Fury. I told you guys I didn't really want to talk about Jake Paul, because I feel like everything he does is rigged, and the last one was rigged with Anderson Silva. Don't give a fuck. I'm actually kind of fucking thrilled. I want to see this shit. All right, so Jake Paul is 6-0, if you want to count that. But remember, a lot of people, even UFC fighters, MMA fighters, Taekwondo, a lot of people y'all don't know, when they first start coming up, their first 15 to 10 fights are all amateurs. They could be, I'm an amateur. I'm the guy that they beat up on. The guys that come in that think they're, they have the gift to fight, and we just get the shit beat out of us. No one cares that you're tough. You're still getting your ass whooped, but they're beating up guys like me that are off the street that has some experience but not there. So they're just fighting amateurs. So the 6-0 for Jake Paul's understandable, right? I'm just saying, we're just being lightheaded. We're not, all right. And then with Tommy Fury, he's a fighter, right? And he's 8-0, but he's been doing the same thing. Now, I'm not gonna jock on any of who they fight, because to me as a fighter, if you get into the ring, you are 100% given the credit. I don't give a fuck, because most of these people that talking shit on you, they ain't gonna get in that ring. I don't give a fuck what they talk about. Okay, when I lost my fight, I'm gonna be real, I didn't have a lot of supporters, which is cool, because as a fighter, it's been hard for me to keep fighting, because of you don't really have the support. You're trying to look for a place. I got a gym, but at the same time, you're just looking for a better solution to keep you better, and whatever can keep you better can keep you better. But you got to understand that, their first fights are just, amateur fights with people. So as I say that, I just wanted to put that out there for both of the records. Now, if we sit there and look at them fight, I've seen Jake Paul, his jabs, and he has a similar problem that I have, that I'm trying to get away from, is that when you jab and you throw, you're not supposed to be flat-footed. You should be on your tippy toes. and it's easier said than done. Now, when you watch them both in their practices, I was impressed with Fury's just pace and speed. I think that he's faster than Jake Paul. I guess it comes down to whose tank's gonna go. Now, Jake Paul always looks winded after the third round. I don't know about Tommy. Tommy's got some good wind in him. 8 rounds. It's going down February 26th. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. Okay. I'm heating to say this because y'all know how I feel about Jake Paul right now. But I'm gonna watch it. Fuck it. And I really hope Tommy Fury wins. I'm kind of like dead ass rooting for Tommy Fury, man. I kind of want him to win, but at the same time, I love a dreamer, and I'm like Jake Paul. I dare to defy it all. So you got to admire that Jake Paul's going for his dreams, and he's giving it serious biz. You watching his sparring, and he ain't playing. Like, I respect them both. I just love the fucking fight, but I'm hyped up more about this fight than I'm hyped off about Alex Volkanovski and Islam. I'm not going to even. Their names are so hard. I don't even care about that fight, so I'm not even going to talk about it. Let's talk about something that I do care about, though. Conor McGregor. He's back. Okay? My guy. I don't if you weren't around for Mystic Mac era, you missed it. You missed what MMA was about, what changed all of us that loves it so much. I don't care if you hate him or not. I don't care. Changed the sport, shaped it in a sense as well. And everyone's doing something off of his brand that he's done. Everyone, from Masvidal down, they're doing some type of. When it comes to PR and press, it all comes from Conor, man. All just he taught you that with shit talking and friction and storyline, you can make something great. Plus, he was a broke dude coming from nothing. We can all relate from that. And the people that can't, I wish I was you. Let's go with it though. He's gonna be fighting Chael. Explosive. We know Chael's a great wrestler. He's like 5'6". I don't know why the internet says he's 5'8". He is not 5'8". He's 5'6". Conor's 5'9". A little huge advantage of that. Conor throws kicks. It'd be real good for him to straight get some knees, and I can see Conor taking him out with the toe, the metal foot. I don't know. I like the fight because I think it's exciting, but I think it's not good for Conor either way, because anybody he fights right now is just gonna be pretty hard, because Chandler's been fighting. Michael Chandler's been fighting a lot. It's like you're not gonna fight somebody. He's been dog working. Dustin Poirier beat the shit out of him. So if Conor doesn't, then it kind of leads him not to come back and fight Poirier. And you want him to take that fight with Poirier. That's got to be run back one more time. And then if it happens, it happens. But I don't know. I don't know where Michael Chandler's talking about. If I beat Conor McGregor, I'm going to get a title shot. Stop it, little man. Stop it. No, you don't. No, I doubt it. But anyways, I just don't feel like it's a good move for Conor to come back and do, really test himself. But Tony Ferguson was one to get in there. I would tell him to take Tony Ferguson, but Tony Ferguson would win, because I'm telling you, Tony Ferguson's going to take him down. And Conor has good defense of takedown. You know what I'm saying? Defense. Okay, I'm sorry, mumbling on my words. It's some cool peanut butter breath again. You guys like how I did the weed thing and all that. You know what? I'm just telling y'all, I keep getting doper and doper. I don't care. You get to a point where if you love this shit, it doesn't matter who fucks with you or sees you, because you're just doing what you love. And for a guy like me that came out of prison and been raised in prison, and I'm just spending my time doing what I love, man, I can't hate, can't be mad, could give a fuck who supports me, because it's what I love. But anyways, I digress. I just don't I don't really want to see the fight. Now that I really think about it for real, I'm kind of going back and forth, bipolar on y'all. I really don't want to see Conor fight Michael Chael, because there is a problem with wrestling. Because I don't know. I keep calling him Chael. What Michael Chandler needs to do if he's gonna fight Conor is exactly what Dustin Poirier said later on this week. He needs to ground him. But the problem is that Khabib couldn't ground him at first when he did it. And if he can stop Khabib from taking him down, he can stop Michael Chandler from taking him down. at least enough times to keep hitting him, because Michael Chandler is hittable. We all know that. We've seen that. Everyone beats his face in, and Conor hits harder than his last two fights. So when he rings him, because I mean, he rung Dustin Poirier every single time they start to fight. It's just he doesn't, for some reason, his last fight he didn't proceed when he hit him. You know, he was just kind of backing off, not concealing, but you know, holding his air, watching out, being very cautious, which he shouldn't have. So yeah, I don't really want to see it, to be honest with y'all, but I think it's intriguing because Michael Chandler is a phenomenal fighter and he always does something crazy. I just don't want him to do nothing crazy to my boy Conor. I can't see my boy Conor take another L, okay? I can't. I won't. So anyways, they're going to be on Tough. I'm not going to really watch it, so I ain't going to lie to y'all, but the Tough thing should be cool. I can't wait to see Conor. I'll be seeing the highlights and stuff, so I don't know. Each is his own, you know, when it comes to that, you know, whatever. All right, you know, that's about it that I have for the No Show because I've been busy doing a lot of stuff. And like I said, I know I've been keep talking about it, but we are going to continue to do what we're doing. I know things are getting a little bit shorter. Episodes are coming in and out. It's just hard right now. I'm going to tell y'all, man, like being consistent and trying to be consistent, whether or not people are watching or not, it's hard, you know, but at the same time, I love doing this, you know. I really wish I could get on the radio, you know. That's kind of where I want to take this if I could. That'd be dope. But whatever. I just enjoy doing this, and I'm glad for all the people that keep watching me. You know, I love the shit out y'all. Before I leave, I want to talk about one last thing. All right. I continuously do this, but I'm gonna do it because I need this needs to be said because it's something that's real, and when real hits me, it's hard for me not to speak on it. Okay. Before I get in there, let's go Chiefs! I forgot to say that. I'm super hyped about this Super Bowl we're going to. I hope you all watch it. Patrick Mahomes is fucking phenomenal. He's the new Tom Brady. Crown our boy for fucking once. The Chiefs are getting it in. Hopefully we win. I'm praying. Okay, so after saying that, I want to talk about discouragement. Discouragement comes in a lot of forms. It comes with depression. It comes with I think life lessons, because we always worry about losing. These L words, losing, lost, are all just lessons. You know, we got to take them L's and learn lessons. But I want to talk about this because it's real. I know someone right now that I've been talking to, and they're an artist. And, you know, I've talked about this before. You know, we're talking about how, you know, they felt like nobody's really fucking with them. And they dropped about, I think, 3 singles and a couple mixtapes, and they was trying to figure out what's going on, and like why you know, they're talking to me like, why ain't nobody fucking with me? I don't understand the process I'm doing. I'm taking all the YouTube, but the moment I see the people that said they want to fuck with me, and I understand what he's saying, but the moment people fuck with him and say they want to fuck with him, they end up going somewhere else and they don't fuck with him. You know, I don't know if that makes sense because I'm not putting this person out, but I get the sense of what they were saying to me, you know. And I know it gets hard. It's easy to quit, though. It's easy for us to quit. So I just wanted to ramble about it because it's so hard to overcome what you're doing out here, because life is not going to give you those seeds to plant. You're going to have to fucking fight and figure those out. And I understand that. And, you know, I just want to go into it because if anyone's watching and they feel like giving up on their dreams and they feel devastated and they feel defeated and they feel like there's nowhere to go, there's somewhere to go, because no matter what, you're never alone because you got yourself. And I know self is hard to understand because you have to evolve in time with self. You have to learn yourself. That's a hard thing to do because we all grow and grow and grow, and still even people that are in their 40s don't know who they are. I feel like I didn't really start understanding who I was as a man until I had a daughter. You know, I didn't really feel like I was living my life. So the purpose of that changed me dramatically. But we all have those days, those times, those moments where defeat changes us, and it, like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? And this person is a great rapper, and they have very, very unique skills and metaphors and deliverances, and I'm a fan of this person. And I just don't want them to lose their self. I don't want you to lose yourself. If no one is watching your shit right now, who gives a fuck? Okay? We cannot be so naive that the world is about us. If you're making content because this is fucking therapy, yo. Us creators are making art. We are leaving legacies. Everything that you do should be everywhere, in every social media that you can. Don't let anything you do die. Don't stop what you do. You have a voice, no matter what anyone says. You have a time, and it is right now. Get up off of your ass and do this. This is something that is unregrettable. This is something that you have to do. You cannot afford to lose. That's your mindset right now. Defeat is something that just feeds you. Hate feeds you. Listen, if they don't want to watch your shit, so fucking what? Because guess what? Tomorrow you make another one. And the next day you make another one. And the next day you make another one. And guess what? The next day you make another one. Because like I always say, we're not doing this for no one. You can't. You will not be successful right now or happy up in your... Let me take it back, because who am I? But I will tell you this. You will not be mentally successful, happy, or complete if you got everything you ever fucking wanted now. If the girl you've been wanting so far finally looks at your reels, your stuff, starts taking interest in you, you're not going to be happy, bro. It doesn't matter, because everything is a process. Nothing that is worth having is ever gained easy. Ever. That's the beauty of everything that we're doing here. It's hard work and sacrifice. And yeah, it sucks. But at the end of the day, what else do you want to do with your life? And I say this to people because this is real. Those rappers you see on TV, those models, those entrepreneurs, all that shit is fucking fake, yo. There may be some people that are living that life, but 95% of you are faking the fuck out of your lives. That is not what you do. Some of that is fake. That's facts. Some of it is fake. Matter of fact, most of it is fake. You have to see through the bullshit, though. And you can't get discouraged with what you're doing with anyone else, because you lose sight of your goals. It's called tunnel vision, baby. And I do it a lot. I don't care if you watch my shit. I don't care if you like my shit. I don't care. Because guess what? I'm not going nowhere. 20 years from now, the No Show may be ran down and I may be, I'm still going to be doing it. I don't care if y'all watching. You know why? This ain't about you. This ain't about me. Like, I do my stuff. I used to do this because I wanted fame too, you know? I used to want that. I want to be the best videographer. I want to be the best photographer. I want to be known throughout my city. But as I got older and I seen that it was all fake and shade, and people would switch up on you, and if you didn't hail this person that they hailed, they wouldn't mess with you. Man, fuck all y'all. Because you fuck up my creative process and yours when you get into that mindset to where you're like, yo, they not fucking with me. How am I gonna create? How am I gonna do this? I want to be better. I want to be on that level. You lost. You not being you. You sold out. You fucking loser. Stop it. Stop thinking like that. Stop it. Stop worrying about who's gonna like you. And stop being so fucking caught up in a trend. You know, it'd be crazy if you found out that if you just did a week of just being the real you are, how much things would change for you, how much stress you would relieve, how much tension in your life and years you would get back. You know, I really feel this way. I feel when you are a creator, whether you're a rapper, whatever, you shouldn't worry about none of that, because that's always gonna dull your shine. You know, anyone that's ever got what they've got is because they worked, they did what they did, and people either liked it or they didn't. And you have to accept that too, you guys. You have to accept that people may not like my shit. I may never get to where I need to go. You have to accept that. Please accept that. Know that you might never get to where you're supposed to go. And that's okay. You know why? Because this is your story. And you can write it. And if your story is continuously fighting till you're 78 to get your dreams, then do it. Because you know what? I feel this way 100%. If I keep doing the same shit and I keep swinging at this earth, I'm going to hit you one time, baby. I'm going to get a hit one time. And when I do, I'm not going to leave. I'm hitting you more. Because I know the distance. You dig? Everything, you know, is a fight. So I say that to you guys. I just wanted to put that out. I want you guys to know I love you. I want you guys to not get distraught. I want you guys to quit worrying about what's going on in this world, because if they not fucking with you, they not fucking with you. They lost, because whatever else that you have to gain in this world, you need to know that you're worth it. You're loved. Note loves you. The world needs you. Okay? I need your creativity. I want to see all your creativity. You know, and if anybody wants to send me anything of drawings, videos they've done, model shoots, anything creative, I would love to show your art off to anybody, whatever it is. I love it. This is creativity, babe. And to bring anybody down is whack. You see what I'm saying? We are all one in the end. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, we all go back to the soil, baby, or we become ash and dust. Either way, I love y'all. This is the Note Show. Please continue to watch the Note Show. Subscribe. Fuck with your boy. I love y'all. And y'all have a blessed day, yo. I'm out.
Snow, baby.